Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So what am I bringing you today? Well, I figured out that it's been many months since I have done a WIP Wednesday. That is because I have had quite a lot of other content in the past few months, which is fabulous. But I thought that we would shake it up again and go back to the original format for this week. So what WIP am I going to be showing you? Well, this is something you haven't seen yet on the channel, and it is something that I am in a little bit of a rush to do. So, as you may know, you do know what other WIPs I have in progress, but I have a really good friend called Dawn who has 3 boys. Her middle one really loves Harry Potter. And a couple of years ago, I think it was either Lidl or Aldi, and I know you guys across the pond have those stores too. You know, those fateful middle aisles in those supermarkets where, you know, you go in for a loaf of bread or pint of milk and you come out with scuba gear. I mean, it is that random sometimes what you find in those middle aisles. But they did have a lot of Harry Potter themed items at one stage. Now, it was coming up towards Christmas, and also my middle boy Liam loves Harry Potter as well. So I bought quite a few Harry Potter themed things, some of what I will show you in a second, and a few other bits and pieces. They had some watercolour sets, they had some puzzles, Harry Potter puzzles, so I got a few stocking fillers for him. And in those middle aisles were some Harry Potter crochet kits. Now my friend Dawn, she picked up a couple for her lad Matthew. But she cannot crochet. She knows I can. So a year or so ago, I did the Harry Potter one for him. And then I realised that I still had the Dumbledore kit that she had asked me to make for him. And with the wonderful chaos of starting the channel and lots of life things in between, unfortunately, Dumbledore got forgotten. Well, it was Matthew's birthday on Sunday just gone. And I thought, because I'm not going to be seeing her for a few days, I might have time to whip up the Dumbledore for his birthday, which is what I am racing to do within the next few days to gift it to him. Now, these kits are not available anymore, I do not think. I think they were just a seasonal thing, and like I said, they were from a couple of years ago. However, I did pick up the ones that they had, and there was Harry, Luna Lovegood, Professor McGonagall, Dumbledore. Yep, and that's the 4. So I picked up all 4 for Liam, and Dawn picked up Harry and Dumbledore for Matthew. Now, like I said, I've already done Harry for Matthew, but I had forgotten all about Dumbledore. So I have rescued him from my stash. Here he is. Crochet kit Professor Dumbledore. Make your own Professor Dumbledore. Skill level of 3. They say it's an advanced pattern. And here you can see what it contains. So you get the pattern, some black yarn, a darning needle, a crochet hook, and all the yarn colours you're going to need to make this fella here, which is Dumbledore. There are further pictures on the back, and it gives you contents here as well. So to get yarn, crochet hook, darning needle, stuffing, and the instructions. And I believe these were around £3.99. So what is that, about $5-ish? But like I said, they are no longer available. So I am going to take what I have done of Dumbledore out, and we'll show you some of the bits and pieces. So we have some blue, we have some black, we have some grey. We have some flesh tone, which they call beige, but it's more peachy. There is some light blue, and there is some brown. Now, some of it has already been used, guys. You also get, do it without showing the pattern because it is not a free pattern. You get the instruction manual there. You get a metal darning needle. There we go, quite a blunt tip one. And you get some stuffing. And you get a generic metal 3mm crochet hook. This is the style I ever started crocheting with. The cheap aluminium sets that you get from Amazon or places like that. But this actually came with the kit, but I am not using this because obviously I have evolved in my crochet journey. I find a more sturdy handle easier for me, so I've swapped it out for my 3mm dots. There we go. See if we can zoom in on the 3. There we go. Yes, perfect. 3mm dots. And I am whipping up Dumbledore. Now, I don't know how many of you have had experiences with some of these crochet kits. In my opinion, you get exactly what you pay for. Now, I spent £3.99, which is less than £5, and you can't get a lot these days for less than £5. And if it's roughly about $5, you know yourself that that isn't really worth a lot of money. So you get exactly what you pay for. Now, I have had kits before where the yarn has been a lot worse than this. Would I say this is premium yarn? Oh, and I forgot to say that you also get this light purple as well, but I'm starting something with that one, so you get all of these. Now, is it the best yarn? No. But is it the worst yarn? Certainly not. I have had much worse yarn in these kind of kits before. You are portioned out how much you're supposedly needing of each colour. And so far it's working out, but I am nowhere near completion, guys. So I don't know. I'll have to fill you in when he's eventually completed as to whether I had enough. And you've also got a pre-portioned amount of stuffing. Now, some of this has been used, so it's probably about double this. And I will let you know again whether enough stuffing was provided. Now, I'm not really doing a review of the kit because it isn't a current kit on the market. I'm just trying to let you know that you kind of get what you pay for. The instructions are written in UK terms, so I am having to convert. But because it is an amigurumi, that is quite simple, because a UK double crochet is a US single crochet, and because that is the predominant stitch in amigurumi, I'm doing okay with the conversion. So I'm having to convert the pattern. The yarn isn't the greatest of qualities, but it's not the worst either. The hook is bog standard, cheap as chips, and I was just afraid that I was going to bend it or whatever, so I swapped it out for my dots. The instructions are okay. There are a couple of points in there that I've realised are worded a little confusingly, and when it comes to his cloak, which is what I am making currently, as you can see on the instruction manual and on the box, it is in the lilac-y purple colour, but in the instructions it says green, and I was never given any green, so I just used my noggin and went with the colours that are on the pictures that are provided for you. The construction is pretty bog standard for an amigurumi. I do not agree that it's an advanced pattern at all. I think, you know, adventurous beginner at best. But you get what you pay for, and I know that Matthew's going to love it when I have completed it, and Dawn is going to be very appreciative because she cannot crochet herself. Now, if I had had more time and if I had thought about it before the birthday had already been and gone, I would have found a much nicer pattern. But she had the kit anyway, so I thought, well, she bought the kit, I'll make the kit. But is it the best version of Dumbledore out there? No. You will probably be able to find way, way nicer versions of Dumbledore. But I am doing the best with what I've got. So, would you like to see him? Here he is, guys. And I am following the instructions. And he does look uber strange at the moment because he doesn't have his lilac cloak on. He doesn't have his hat. He doesn't have his arms or his legs. Now, do I like it? Not really. I mean, am I enjoying making it? Not really. But I know that he is going to be loved and appreciated by the person that is intending to have him. So I've got his ears, his hair, his beard, his eyes, his mouth, the little bow to tie around the little tuft of his beard there, his body. Now his body is one piece, his head is another, so you have to sew them together. You have to sew the hair on separate, the beard on separate, the ears on separate, the eyes on separate. You're going to have to sew the cloak on separate, then sew the arms to the cloak. You're also going to have to sew the legs onto the body, and then finally you're going to have to sew the hat onto the head. So if you do not like sewing amigurumi, then I do not suggest you get these kits because they are very heavy on the sewing needed for these projects. So yes, he looks very strange at the moment, but I'm hoping when I've got all the other elements of the kit on there, he will start looking a little better. But I'm following the instructions, guys. What do we think? I'm not so sure, and I'm not liking the fact that the crocheting pieces are starting to curl. Now the hair is supposed to curl like that, so that's fine. I don't like that this tuft keeps curling and his beard here keeps curling, but never mind. Not keen, but I know it will be loved regardless. So that is my WIP Wednesday, guys. Just a short video for you today, but I thought I will showcase it and I will let you know what I am working on. Please let me know down in the comments section what you are currently working on this WIP Wednesday. Have you tried crochet kits before? Did you like them? Would you recommend them? Would you buy more? I personally don't think that I will be buying this style of kit. I know that I bought the dinosaur crochet kit from Temu and I actually quite enjoyed that one, but it was a much more simplistic amigurumi, and I just wanted to do a review for the channel. But more often than not, amigurumi crochet kits are not all that, in my opinion, and that is just my opinion. But if you are on a limited budget, if you are a beginner at amigurumi and you wanted to try your hand without wasting your beautiful stash because you get the yarn with it, then that would be a pro point or a plus point for buying them. Myself, I would much rather go digging around on the internet for a nicer pattern, or maybe a book with a pattern in, for me to make a much aesthetically more pleasing amigurumi, and then I wouldn't mind using some of my own stash. But that's just me. Am I a crochet kit snob? Possibly. I do, however, think that if you're going to get a crochet kit like the Mary Maxim Afghan kits, I have never had one because I'm not even sure if Mary Maxim ship internationally. I do think sometimes they can be a good bargain, especially if you get it on sale or at a reduced rate, or if you have one of your discount codes. I do think that that may be a better kit to kind of put your money into. Amigurumi crochet kits, haven't found one yet that makes me want to sing and dance with joy. They're not my thing. But if you do love them, you are perfectly entitled to love them. This is just my opinion. I am not sponsored or affiliated by any company whatsoever. This is purely just my thoughts. and I hope to have Dumbledore done by the end of the week. So maybe on Crochet Catch Up you'll see him completed, maybe not. It just depends how my time goes for the rest of the week. Anyway, guys, I have kept you for 15 minutes, so I'm going to let you get going. Don't forget to let me know your opinions down in the comments on crochet kits. Have you had them? Do you want them? Would you repurchase them? Do you know of any amigurumi kits that are really, really good that I should give a go at? Let me know. I'm always interested to hear your opinions, and let me know what you're working on too, because I always love hearing about your projects to get inspiration for myself. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to let you get going. So please tune in tomorrow for Tile of the Week Thursday. Mike and I have done the tile, so we are ready and raring to bring you that video tomorrow. So don't forget to click buy. Also, don't forget to check out the community tab tomorrow so that you can see the beautiful work done by Josephine, as always. So guys, until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.